Hello everyone, Julian here from Bookworm Adventure Girl. Welcome back, and if you are new, thanks for checking out my channel. Please hit subscribe and stick around. Today I am doing a book haul revisit. I will be taking a look at the books that I hauled in August of 2021, and I will let you know if I've read any of them, if I still want to read them, and which ones I kind of forgot about. For this revisit, I have 6 books, and I have 2 books for each of those categories. So let's start with the books that I've read. These are both nonfiction. I read Stories to Tell, a memoir by Richard Marx, and I remember I was very excited to get this book because I am a huge Richard Marx fan. I have been a fan since a very young age, and I've seen him in concert several times, and I think he's so talented. And even if you don't think you know who he is, or you don't think you know his music, you have probably heard his music or other people's music that he has either written or performed or produced. So this was a great book to kind of get some behind the scenes stories. The next book is All In, an Autobiography by Billie King, and this is another book that I read very quickly after getting it, and I really enjoyed this book as well. Billie King, the amazing tennis player, but maybe even more importantly than the tennis player is the work that she has done within sports to make sports accessible for all people. You don't have to be a tennis fan to enjoy this. I was impressed by Billie King before reading this book, but I think I have, even more respect for her now. So the next 2 books are the 2 books that are still on my radar that I still want to read. And the first is Pull Focus by Helen Walsh, and I walk by this book every day because it is on a pile of books in the library here that I want to read, and for whatever reason, it kind of keeps getting pushed aside. But I am hoping to get to this by the end of this year. Helen Walsh is a Canadian author, and this is her debut novel. It is a suspense thriller about Jane, whose partner has disappeared. And meanwhile, Jane has also been appointed director of the Toronto Film Festival. And as she's trying to juggle everything that's going on in her life and in her professional life, she has to deal with the corporate world, but also her personal life as well, and she discovers how strong she really is and who she can truly trust. And the story includes the Me Too issues in the entertainment industry, which I think will be interesting to see how that's part of it. And then the next book that is still on my radar is The Book of Magic by Alice Hoffman. And I love Alice Hoffman, and I am hoping to really like this book. So what's holding me back is that it is the 4th book in a series. So if you read them chronologically, that is. And this is part 4 of the Practical Magic series, and I have only read Magic Lessons, which is the 1st book chronologically, but the 3rd book published. So I want to read the books in order, and since this one is the last one published and the last one chronologically, it sits and will keep sitting here until I read the rest of them. So let me know if you have read this series and if you liked it. Maybe I need to make this more of a priority. So the next 2 books are the ones that have kind of fallen off my radar a bit. I remember them both, but neither of them have remained high on my TBR. So if you have read either of these, please let me know what you thought of them. First is Occupation by Julian Fuks, and this is translated by Daniel Hahn. And this, I can't remember, but this could be a sequel, or at least the main character in this is the same character as a previous book, if I remember correctly. And the main character, Sebastian, is an auto-fiction character, and I think that this is a Republic of Consciousness book, and that's how I received it. So I don't remember a whole lot about this, but I do think that the reason that I haven't read it and it hasn't remained high on there, and I haven't read it right away, is because it's actually a pretty slim book, but it's because it continues from another book. So I will have to look into this one a bit more. And like I said, if you know more about this, please let me know. And then the final book in this haul revisit is The Angels of L19 by Jonathan Walker. And this is from Weatherglass Books, and it does have an intriguing premise. It takes place in Liverpool in the early 80s, and Robert is the main character, and he's like all the other teenagers, except he is visited by angels, and he's trying to figure out what they want from him, and he can't tell any of his friends about them. But the friends do notice that he is acting strange. So this is a story of redemption, and I think I saw somewhere that it is even a horror story too. So if you have read this, please let me know, what you thought of it, and I'd be interested in hearing about that. So those are the 6 books that I hauled a year ago. I still have 4 of them to read. So please let me know if you have read any of them, or if you are interested in any of them, and maybe I will get to these sooner rather than later. I look forward to chatting with you in the comments. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and don't forget to make every day an adventure.